Hello, traders. FS Collector here. Today is Tuesday and today is May 21st. So, welcome to today's live stream. Thanks for showing up. Sorry about the last couple of weeks. I had to stop live streaming temporarily in order to fix some computer issues. I had some issues with my Ethernet network drivers and I had to get that resolved, but now it's fixed, and I have very fast internet, zero dropped frames, so we should be able to stream this in 1080, no problem. Which is great news, meaning that we will be back to doing two live streams a week, which is awesome. So, anyways, thanks for coming. I like to do these live streams twice a week. Normally, I do Tuesday and Thursday. I am gonna start doing Friday as I'm gonna start live streaming Friday instead of Thursday as end of a week live stream, to end the week. I think it'd be a good way to end the week is to live stream on Friday. And next Monday is a bank holiday, but I think starting the week after that, we'll probably start live streaming on Mondays and on Fridays. Monday's a great way to start the week, and Friday's a great way to end the week. So I think that would be a really good schedule for my live streams, definitely. So, anyways, I wanted to start off by looking at the US dollar. The whole purpose of this is to take requests from the audience. I think it's a great way to interact with the people that follow me on YouTube, and it's a great way to thank you. So, if you have any requests, then definitely put them in the chats on YouTube, and I'll be more than happy to look at basically anything. So the whole point of these live streams is kind of to pay you guys back, and I only cover 6, 7 pairs a day. So this way, it gives people a chance to look at some pairs outside of what I normally analyze on a daily basis. So definitely put your request in there. And hey, Menu, how's it going, buddy? So, anyways, let's start off by looking at the U.S. dollar. See what's up with that. Now, the U.S. dollar so far is actually respecting this channel line here really well. I still think this looks like an A. I still think this looks like a B, and I still think this looks like a C. Now, one thing we do have to notice is that we definitely have one, two, three, four, five waves on the U.S. dollar. I still think that this wave up could possibly be a correction, and it could possibly keep going down, especially looking at Fibonacci extension levels on the dollar pairs, especially. I still think that the trend is down. I still think it is likely to keep going down. But the fact that I see five waves, one, two, three, four, five, does kind of make you wonder if possibly we are now going to make a correction to the whole five waves down. The market likes to move in five waves and three-wave patterns. So it doesn't have to stop on five waves. This trend over here is very, very clearly seven waves. So, I mean, it clearly could make another wave up and another wave down, or what is also a very likely possibility is that this is five waves down, and now we're going to make a correction to the whole five waves. Like possibly this is going to go up and make a pretty good size wave A, pretty good size wave B, and a pretty good size wave C, and then end up going down. And at that point, I mean, I would obviously always label something like this as either a wave B or a wave two, and I would obviously label something like this as a wave A or a wave one. So that way, the reason why I do that, even though I suspect that this really is a wave one and that this really is a wave two, is because it leaves me open, to let the market tell me whether it's an ABC or whether it's a one, two, three. Once you start labeling things that you think are going to happen in the future, and the market starts disproving your analysis, it becomes really hard subconsciously to change your analysis if you don't leave yourself open for interpretation, which is why I always label things like this as either an A or a 1 or either a B or a 2. So that way I know that if this goes down, I'm looking at this as a wave C or a wave 3, and I'll just observe it and I'll just let the market tell me what's going to happen. Hey, Eric, nice to see you. Thanks for stopping in. Like I said, if anybody has any requests, definitely put them in the chats. I'd be more than happy to take a look at basically anything. So on the shorter time frames, I was thinking that the dollar was going to try to make another push down because to me, if we zoom out a little bit or look at it on the full hour, but let's just zoom out. To me, it definitely looks like this is potentially a one, two, three. So that's why I was thinking that maybe this was going to push down one more time and make like a wave five or maybe even break out, do a retest and just keep on going. But you can see that the dollar is very, very sideways. There's not really any dollar news today or anything like that. So Um, I have a feeling that the market's going to be a little bit on the slow side, probably definitely for the rest of today, I would say, but maybe even the next couple of days. if we actually look at the news calendar, which obviously you need to check out the news calendar on a regular basis, the dollar itself, we have FOMC meeting minutes. That could be possibly what the dollar is waiting for. So possibly the dollar is waiting for Wednesday evening's FOMC meeting minutes. And if that's the case, then the dollar is potentially going to be pretty sideways until then. I think everybody's kind of concerned about whether the dollar is really, whether the Feds are really going to not raise interest rates or whether they are going to raise them or what they're going to do. So those meeting minutes are potentially going to be a really good news event for the dollar. But if you trade other pairs outside the dollar, or if you're available during the Asian session, we have Kiwi interest rate news today. We have Kiwi bank cash rate. They're predicting to keep it the same, and most likely they will keep it the same. But that is um, definitely working good. Yeah, I got. Hey, Luma, how's it going? Yeah, I got my internet issue resolved. I knew it wasn't my internet. It was the fact that my network drivers were not updating properly because my computer was installed in America because I'm American, but I now live in Portugal, so I wasn't receiving the correct updates for my drivers. But I got it fixed, and my internet is super fast. I get zero dropped frames, so back to live streaming twice a week without any lagging streams. Which nobody wants to see a lagging stream, that's for sure. So yeah, definitely. We got some Kiwi news this evening. Definitely a pretty big deal. We also have CPI tomorrow morning, which is definitely a pretty good one. And then tomorrow evening, depending on where you are, we got FOMC meeting minutes. So we definitely have some pretty good news. The Kiwi news, unfortunately, is not going to be something I trade because it's 3 a.m. in the morning. But that is definitely something I think most people should probably be paying attention to for sure. So let's get back to the charts. Like I said, if anybody has any requests, definitely put them in the chats. I see we got some coming in already. The whole point of these live streams is to thank you guys for subscribing to my channel and following me. So it's a good way for me to look at pairs that I don't necessarily look at every single day. So definitely don't be afraid to take some requests, and I'll start right now. Let's start from right from the top. We'll do the pound yen and the gold for Matthews for Matthew. So yeah, thanks a lot, Matthew, for coming. Like I said, I do these live streams twice a week. I think starting next week, we're probably going to start doing them on Friday and on Monday. We're going to do the beginning of a week live stream, and we're going to do an end of the week live stream. So let's start off by looking at the pound yen. Let's switch over. You probably also noticed that I've been switching over to white charts. Now, I much prefer white charts. These are my personal charts right here that I actually take trades from. These are also the charts that I analyze every single day for my premium members. The only reason I use black charts on YouTube is because most people do prefer black, but I way prefer white charts. So I'm probably gonna just start using one set of charts. I'm gonna start making my YouTube videos with these charts also. These are the charts that I actually trade from. So I much prefer this. And like I said, every single thing on this list right here, this full list right here from top to bottom, I analyze this daily, twice a day actually, for my premium members. And if anybody is interested in joining, definitely do so. The website is fxpipcollector.com, and it's pretty easy to remember. It's just my username, and I'll put that in the chat and in the description. But I do Zoom meetings twice a day. I do a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday London Zoom meeting. This one's about 90 minutes to an hour long, and I do a New York session meeting, which is normally 90 minutes to 1 hour, also unless there's news. And so twice a day, I do analyze every single pair on that list right there I was just showing you. And I also do share all my swing/day trades with the group at the time of entry. Definitely not a signal service, but this is just one trader telling another trader, hey, I'm getting in this trade and this is my stop loss. If you'd like to get in, this is where I'm getting in and this is my stop loss. I like to call it learning and earning at the same time because I do have a trading course that comes available with the membership. So hopefully you can learn to trade and hopefully you can earn to trade by following along with some of my trades. Every single swing trade/day trade I take, I do share with the group at the exact same time within a minute of me actually entering the trade. I am definitely not a scalper. I am definitely a swing/day trader. Definitely not a scalper. So just keep that in mind if you do join my membership. I don't even really look at the short time frames ever really. So definitely not a scalper. So anyways, let's start with the requests. Just one more thing. If you have not joined my Discord channel, that Discord channel is 100% free, and I do want to build a community of like-minded traders that are willing to help each other out. So definitely join my Discord channel. That is 100% free. I also am live streaming on Discord, so you can watch it there without any ads or commercials. Um, but anyways, let's get started. Let's start off at the top of the list with the pound yen. Let's do a full top-down analysis on the pound yen, just so we can get the higher time frame perspective. We'll do it real quick. I definitely think this is an A. I definitely think this is three waves for a B, and I do think this is a 1, 2, 3. I think we're still in a wave three, but I also see a subdivision 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves in there. So we may be getting close to ending a wave three. We are also at a Fibonacci level, and we also took out the high of the previous wave A. So we may be getting somewhat close, but when I say somewhat close, I'm talking about the monthly, which means it could be anywhere from 2 to 3 candles, maybe up to 6 candles before this actually starts its wave four and starts its wave five. So long story short, there is still no evidence that the pound yen uptrend is over. Now, if you've seen my videos, you know that I've definitely been watching this Fibonacci retracement level because, like I've been saying, this could be a wave A, this could be a wave B. If it does make like a double top 3, 4, 5 shape at a Fibonacci level with a nice clear break of structure, that probably would be the end of a wave B, and it probably would go down for a wave C. But I would have to see some pretty good evidence of that, probably on at least a 4 hour time frame. I would have to see price go down, make a correction, price come up, test this 78% Fibonacci retracement again, go down, break structure. That is what's going to convince me this is a wave B, and that is the only thing that would turn me into a seller right now on the pound yen. And if that is the case, then yeah, I definitely want to sell because most likely it's going to go down, take out all these lower structure levels. So definitely would want to be selling in that case. And I would know at that point it is an ABC. But like I've been saying, there is no evidence that this is over on the higher time frames. There's nothing stopping this from making a lower, another higher low, another higher high, another higher low, another higher high, and just keep on trending. So even though it looks like it could be a wave B, I would be doing absolutely nothing on the pound yen except for looking for longs at the end of pullbacks. I would like to see a nice three-way pullback. Maybe something like this. That was a pretty nice three-way pullback. I would probably put a Fibonacci retracement level on here. I'd look for three ways down. I'd look for impulsive up, and I would look for another entry to go long. Unless you're trading the very short time frames, I definitely think you need to be waiting for long opportunities. And even if you are trading the very short time frames, I definitely would be primarily looking for longs. Definitely. So, anyways, let's move on. Let's go look at gold. Man, gold has been another pretty fun one. Gold is always pretty exciting, I think. And another one that I just want to touch on the monthly time frame real quick because I do think this is another one that's extremely clear on the monthly, which is why I keep referencing the monthly because this is definitely a 1, 2, 3. Most likely place for a wave three to go is the 161.8, which is right around the $2,550 area. So I think gold is going to make it to 2550, and then I think it's going to make a corrective wave four and a wave five. Like my old mentor used to say, when you find the clarity, you have to stick to that clarity and you have to apply that clarity to the sort of time frames that you're trading. The monthly time frame is a little bit too long of a time frame even for me, but that's where the clarity is. That's where we need to judge our trades on the sort of time frames 100%. Going down to the weekly, definitely a wave one, definitely a wave two, definitely still in a wave three. Until we see either a break of structure or a very significant lower high, definitely still in a wave three. Going down to the daily, I still kind of wonder about this move up just because this is definitely 5 waves down. Most of the time, you do not get 5 wave corrections, or you do sometimes. They're called motor wave corrections. But I still kind of wonder if this possibly could go down, and then up like that. And if that's the case, that would actually be a wave B, even though it's a higher high, and then a wave C, and then it would probably continue up towards that 2550 area. But we really have to keep in mind that this most likely is a wave three on the much higher time frames, which means that it could just keep on trending, and you may get what I would refer to as the blasting effect, which basically means that it just keeps on going. Every time you think it's going to make a move down, it just keeps on trending, which is why I am definitely a trend trader. I'm looking to go long here. I'm looking to go long there. I'm looking to go long here. And guess what? I'm looking to go long here. I trade with the trend at all times until the higher time frame tells me otherwise. Definitely. This was a extremely nice long right here. That was an extremely nice ABC Cretton, which I don't trade gold that often to be totally honest with you, but I definitely did tell the people in my Zoom meetings that this looked like a perfect Cretton yesterday on Monday, and that we were getting a 50% fib bounce. And yeah, definitely nice end of a Cretton. I don't think the trend is over too. I think it's still gonna go up. At least for now. There is no evidence on the 4 hour or the daily that the trend is over, so I'm still bullish until proven otherwise on the higher time frames, definitely. So let's move on to the euro dollar, one of my favorite pairs, definitely. I think the euro dollar, if you've seen my videos, I think we're in a wave three. Most likely place for a wave three to end is around the top of the previous wave X or wave B in this, or in this circumstance, I'm calling it an X, but the previous ABC correction or the previous WXY is mostly the time, the most likely place to actually end the wave C. Or, I'm sorry, the most likely place to end the first uptrend, which would be a wave one, most likely. So I think we're in a one, two, three, four, five of wave one still. So definitely still bullish. I think it needs to go up, especially looking at the other dollar pairs. It's been pretty tricky, but that definitely happens sometimes. It does still kind of look to me that it needs to go down more. It doesn't really look like a complete correction. I think it could end up looking something like this and then continuing back up, but most likely we are in a wave three, and I'm actually still in a long on this right now because I still think this is possibly a good trade, which is another trade that I did share with my members at the time of entry. I have a special tab on my Discord channel. These are the members only channels right here, and I have a swing/day trading channel where I share every single trade that I take at the time of entry. This is what I got going on so far this week. If you want to, you can go through and pause the video, and you can see the trades that I have shout out to my members this week. And today's only Tuesday, and I've already had some pretty decent trades. We had an amazing short on the Euro Pound. This right here is the screenshot of the trade that I took, and I told everybody that I'm getting in this trade right now in my group. You can see the timestamp on this right is yesterday at 10 a.m. in the morning. All you have to do is look at the euro pound right now, and you can see what happened to the euro pound. But yeah, these are the trades that I share with my members at the time of entry. And all you have to do to become a member is join on my website at fxpercollector.com. The link for that is in my chats and the description. It's only $30 a month. I keep it extremely cheap because I want people to be able to afford it. It only takes a couple trades to pay for that, though, that's for sure. So I'm actually still long on the euro dollar. I do suspect that it could go down to a lower fib level, so I am definitely being very cautious, but it still looks like it could possibly go up on the 1 hour, but I think it's more likely just to be very sideways and probably continue to be corrective. So I'm probably going to end up closing this before the end of the day, but it's probably more likely to go down to a lower fib level. The only reason why I'm thinking that maybe it could just keep on going is because I think we're in the wave three on the daily time frame, and if that is the case, then it potentially would just keep on going. So, like I said, if anybody has any requests, definitely throw them in the chats. I'll be more than happy to look at basically anything. I'm working my way down the list right now. We got a pretty short list. So if anybody wants to request anything, put them in the chats. I'll be more than happy to look at anything. So let me keep going in order. Let's look at the euro yen because that's the next one on my list. Euro yen, we are sitting at the 78% Fibonacci retracement of this last big push down. Just like the dollar yen and all the other yen pairs, pound yen, this could be an ABC correction. This possibly could go down and make a big wave C. But the whole thing you have to keep in mind is this thing is extremely clear that it's an uptrend on the much higher time frames. Hey, buddy, nice to see you. Oh, thanks, buddy. Yeah, I remember you from my members area. Thanks for the support. Nice to see you. Thank you. Yeah, definitely. I try to actually teach something for sure. Hey Nate, nice to see you. Another member of mine. Thanks, buddy, for stopping in. Yeah, I'll check those pairs out. But just like the pound yen, I would have to see this on the 4 hour time frame. I would have to see that 345 shape. I would have to see it continuing to respect the fib level. I would have to see a breaker structure to the downside. That's the only thing right there is seeing this picture right here that's going to turn me into a seller on the euro yen. At this point, I am definitely still bullish. Definitely still looking for longs. So I would expect another push up. And it does have a little bit of a three-wave shape to it. I mean, you possibly could take the risk on the trade now and just watch it on the very short time frame, see if it turns back down. But if it goes up, bounces from the 78%, goes down, breaks structure, that's what is going to turn me into a seller. Otherwise, I am definitely looking for longs unless this thing just keeps going down, breaking structure. So far, it definitely has a broken structure, so definitely still looking for longs in an uptrend. But I'm watching this 78% fib level for a bounce, and if it does bounce, and if it does break structure like this, then I definitely will be a seller from that point on, at least until the higher time frames tell me to move down is over. Aussie yen, the Aussie yen is a can be kind of a tough one in my opinion for some reason. Definitely still in an uptrend, and I definitely think it's still a wave three, just like the other yen pairs. And just like the other yen pairs, we have one big impulsive move down, but I'm really not convinced this is going to go down. This one is closing above the 78% because the Aussie is actually pretty strong right now. I wouldn't be surprised if this went up and made a new high. I'm actually definitely counting on it. I'm definitely still looking for longs. I would definitely expect to see another push up. I bet this right here is a correction to this last wave up right here. So I would for sure be looking for a long on this still. I would expect it to at least take out that high, but I think it's possibly going to go even higher than that. No, we're working our way down. Somebody requested oil. Drake requested oil, so we're gonna do that for sure. So 1 hour time frame. I don't have my fib set up on the 1 hour, unfortunately, just because I'm usually more of a swing trader. But I would have my Fibonacci retracement from here to here if I was looking at the 1 hour real closely, and I would also be looking for a Fibonacci bounce. Kind of looks like it's already made an A. Kind of looks like this right here is probably the B, and we're probably in a wave C right now. So definitely keep an eye. I'm pretty sure we have some yen news tonight too. It's not on this calendar, but I'm pretty sure we do have some yen news if you actually, maybe it's a low-level news event. I thought I saw some yen news. Yeah, we do have some yen news. We got trade balance tonight for the yen at 1 a.m. UK time. So there's some yen news tonight. Probably going to be another end of the correction, I bet. I would say so. All right, working our way down. I think oil's the next one. Yeah, oil. We already did the euro dollar, so oil's next. All right, so yeah, oil. Did oil ever break structure? No, it definitely didn't. No, it did try to push up, but this is not really a great sign right here. I had this labeled as a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we were thinking that this break of structure was going to hold and that this was potentially going to make a correction to this move down next, which I still think is possible because it's all relative to what time frame you're on. On the daily time frame, it's a rejection of structure, and a rejection of structure can actually usually tell us that it might just keep on trending down. So the daily time frame is leading me to believe that we should still be looking for sorts in a downtrend on shorter time frames, and it's definitely impulsive also. So I was also debating the fact that we're in a wave five right now with members today in the New York meeting, which I honestly kind of think that is the case. I actually think that could be the wave four right there. I think this could be a flat. Three waves up A, three waves down B, lower low, expanding flat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves up, wave C. That definitely looks like an expanding flat for me. To me. So most likely this is a wave four, and most likely we are actually in a wave five now. So if it goes back down to these lows, makes another bounce, makes another break of structure, eventually goes up and takes out this structure and holds this time above it, then yeah, at that point I would definitely be bullish, at least temporarily. The minimum it would do would make a correction to this whole move down, which would be someplace between 78 and 38.38% and 78% Fibonacci retracement of this whole move down. So because on the higher time frames, I am pretty convinced that we're back to being bullish on gold. I potentially think this is a wave C. I actually think this right here is an A. This is like an expanding flat wave B. And now we're at a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of wave C. I think gold is probably heading down to, not gold, but oil is potentially heading down into the 40, yeah, maybe the 48 range, 50 range, someplace in there, overall at least. So let's keep working our way down. We got the euro dollar. Oh, I did skip oil. Sorry about that. We got oil now though. So oil, let's look at Tesla real quick. I don't trade individual stocks, but if somebody asks me to look, I definitely don't mind. Tesla's right there. Tesla's got all kinds of gaps, huh? I was kind of thinking we were in a wave C on Tesla. I remember somebody asked me to look at it recently. Yeah, I kind of feel like this is a wave C. I think this is a wave A because it definitely is 5 waves. This is definitely 3 waves. I think that's a wave B. I think Tesla's going to keep going down. I think we're either heading back to the 61.8 or the 78.6. So definitely, man, I potentially think this move is down is definitely not over. I definitely don't think so. I think this right here is a wave A. I think this is 3 waves down, wave B. I think this is going up, but I think it's a wave C to the downtrend. I think we're heading down to break the previous wave A low, or at least make a double bottom. My first target would be around 105 point something, 105, 106. My second target would be 53, 54, actually 54. And anything below that, boy, I don't know how people day trade these things. You probably just have to day trade them, and then when the market's done, the market's done, man. Look at the gaps on this thing. Look at the gaps. Phew. Anything below like the 4 hour time frame is almost too many gaps to even read, but I think it's potentially going up, but I think it's a wave C to the downtrend. So yeah, let's keep working our way down the list. Keep the request coming. I'll look at crypto. I'll look at Forex, stocks, indices. Doesn't matter. US dollar CAD. Now we're back into my zone. The US dollar CAD might have. This is a trade that I called out to the group, and I think it was a good trade to hold on to, but I don't know. I'm still wondering. Ah, but thanks. No problem. Nice. Thank you, Nicholas. Definitely make sure if you haven't done so, definitely join my Discord community. The quickest way to ask questions is to tag me on Discord. So definitely don't be afraid to join my Discord channel. And if anybody ever wants to contact me, all you gotta do is tag me on Discord. And if usually from at least 6:30 in the morning UK time till 5:30 at night UK time, I'm pretty much very very close to the computer pretty much that whole time. So best way to contact me, best way to ask questions is to join my free Discord community. Go on there and check that out. It's 100% free. You never have to pay a dime if you do not want to. And definitely don't be afraid to interact with other traders. I wish more people shared their analysis with each other. Shared their charts, shared their trade ideas. Oh yeah, there you go. You gotta buy Tesla to stock in order to afford one. I can't believe how many Teslas there are in Europe. I didn't realize that was so big over here. I know it is an American company, but boy, they are sipping Teslas to Europe like no tomorrow. Phew. I was thinking that this is what was going on the U.S. dollar CAD, and I was long for days. But today's news, I got out because I second guessed myself. But I think that's an A. I think this is a B, and I know I think or a 1, 2, A or 1, B or 2, and then down for a 3 or a C. Oh, there's a factory in Berlin. Okay, that explains it. I was gonna say, man, they must be just sending ships across the ocean like no tomorrow with those things. But that makes sense that they got a factory in Germany. So, anyways, I'm definitely still watching these fib levels. It doesn't look that impressive, but on the higher time frames, I definitely was thinking that this would potentially was going to go up. Maybe even go back up to these highs before it started back down. I guess it kind of depends on what the dollar's actually going to do, but oh yeah, yeah. I never used Discord before I joined either. Honestly, before I had started this YouTube channel, I'd never even used Discord in my life. But it's actually a really good place. I think it was originally designed for gamers, but it's really good for traders, and it's free and it's easy, and you don't have to pay a dime ever if you don't want to. So it's a great place for to start a community. So I would still be pretty bullish on the dollar, at least for now. I mean, I'd still be pretty bullish on the dollar CAD, that is. I think it might end up going all the way back up to these highs, possibly in a wave C. Pound dollar. Yeah, we were talking about the pound dollar being flat on the sort of time frames today, but we are sitting at a Fibonacci level right now, and even though I don't think this trend is over, it probably is a pretty good place to make a pullback. Yeah, I think pound dollar is probably going to be due for a pullback, huh? Mostly because this fib level, if it wasn't for that, I would still be extremely bullish, but we were actually talking today how it could be a flat on the sort of time frames, but we'll have to see, I guess. We are at a fib level, but that fib level doesn't have to hold. I think this is five waves up right here, wave one. I think this is a big expanding flat for a wave two. I think we're possibly in a wave three. But if it really is a wave C, which I guess we can't really say that it's not, then it could go down here and break structure. And if it does go down and break structure, then it's not a wave three. It would have to be a wave C at that point. So I would be watching pretty closely, definitely. Oh yeah, there's actually quite a few of those around too. Those Tesla charging points. Yeah, we were talking today about how this could be like a big flat because this is potentially like a one, two, three type thing, and this is potentially like a one, two, three. This potentially could stop five waves down, and that five waves actually could be a wave C, and then up, break start to continue the uptrend. No, in the cities there is. There's a lot around me, but I live right outside the city, so that's probably why. And plus, man, they love those Teslas here. There's a lot of them here. So, yeah, I would like to see a break of structure to the downside because, I mean, really, this fib level doesn't have to hold, and it potentially could keep on going up pretty easily. So, if it does go down and break structure, though, then I would definitely plan on seeing a five-way pattern down for wave C before it really does continue back up. Or if it really is a wave C, I guess it could keep going down. Pound Aussie, man, I'm still holding along on the pound Aussie. This is a swing trade for me that me and some people in my group have been in since last week. Yeah, someday maybe the electric cars will be good, but so yeah, I'm long on this and I plan on holding it all the way up to here. My target's way up here on this thing, and I've been long since last week. So I'm hoping what is going to happen is this is going to turn into an uptrend over the next few weeks. It should last around 3 weeks based on this over here, maybe 3 to 4 weeks. So this is potentially a 3 to 4 week long trade that I'm in right now. And we are definitely going to be adding to the position if it continues up. Probably we're going to be adding to this trade a lot. We've been calling it a stackable event, which basically means we're going to literally get in on every pullback we see the whole way up. And 3 weeks from now, we're going to cash out this trade with a humongous profit. That's definitely my plan, and that's definitely the plan of hopefully a lot of us in the group. I'm looking to add to this thing every single pullback I see on around the 4 hour time frame. Hopefully it keeps going up. I think it's going to based on the correlated pairs. Oh wow, the pound kiwi is looking good still too. I'm in all four of them. I'm logging the yo Aussie, the yo kiwi, the yo pound Aussie, and the pound kiwi. And I'm still long the Aussie CAD, which it's starting to turn down, but I wanted to see if it broke this big liquidity candle first. If it does break that, then I'll get out, but if not, I'm just gonna hold. This is another trade that I shared with the members this morning. We got in right here. We're already risk free on the trade because we scale out of every single trade in order to become risk free. So this is another trade that I shared with all my members this morning at the time of entry, and you can look through the swing trades to see. So pound Aussie, did I miss something? No, here we go. Oil, sugar for menu. There we go. I haven't checked. About the only time I look at sugar is when you ask. I would like to get into swing trading some of these things, but it's just too much on the plate to do it, I think. Wow, it definitely went down pretty hard, didn't it? What is that now? Hmm, that's a pretty strong move down. We definitely got to throw a Fibonacci level on there, don't we? A Fib extension, that is. We're at the 78% Fibonacci extension, and we're also at the 50% Fibonacci retracement. The reason why I threw my Fibonacci extension on here is because I instantly want to know whether this is a 1, 2, 3 or whether it's an ABC. Right now, it could be either or because we're only at the 78%, but it seems like it should be an ABC, doesn't it? I don't think it's a wave A. Oh, wow, that is 3 waves up though, isn't it? I wonder if that's a big ABC correction. Now Sugar's in a downtrend. Oh man, that might actually be the case. This is impulsive. This is potentially 1, 2, 3 waves up. Oh man, that might be going down long term, and now that I looked at it again, that might go down all the way to these lows. Huh, ain't that something, huh? I would we're at in a pretty important fib level right now, so I would expect a bounce. I think this is potentially going to go up and probably make a break of structure, probably make a pretty decent ABC correction. But at this point, I would definitely still be looking for shorts. Man, that thing might go down a lot. Where's that bottom right there? Wow, that's all the way down to 8 cents of whatever it is, 8 cents a pound or a kilo or whatever it is. Yeah, wow. It might go all the way down to 9 cents a kilo or a pound, whatever it's measured in. I don't know if it's pound or kilos. It's probably pounds, but I don't know. Hmm. Yeah, we already took a look at oil. Let's look at that the Pepe or whatever it's called, that crypto. It's one of our members. That's one of their favorite pairs to trade. Oh wow, look at that thing go. I bet Rocky is happy today. Holy crap. That's one of our favorite pairs. Man, that was an ABC correction right there too, wasn't it? Look at it. Oh man. Holy crap, huh? Wow. We're in all-time highs. When you're in all-time highs, it gets a little harder to project because you don't really have any support resistance or anything like that to project off anymore. And we also have more than 5 waves now too, so if it's hard to say. I guess maybe 1, 2. Yeah, I don't know. That doesn't really work, does it? Because it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 waves up right now. So it's not really like you can say, oh, it's a 5 wave pattern and potentially it's going to turn down. I think the only thing you can do in these type of situations is measure the last impulsive and project it off the last corrective, and just look for a bounce at a fib level. Look for that double top 3, 4, 5 shape at a fib level. You're probably going to want to see it around the 2 hour time frame too, because I think the 1 hour is a little too low if you're tuning the frequency of your time frames. You're probably going to want to see a 3, 4, 5 bounce break of structure. That's what would tell me the trend is over, but that only tells me that this trend is over. It doesn't tell me that this whole trend is over. It could just go down, make another correction, make another higher low, and just keep going up from there. Or it could literally just make a correction and just keep on trending up too. So, and whether you see the 345 breaker structure here, or whether you see the 345 breaker structure up here, or even higher than that, that's what would turn me into a seller. Until then, definitely. I wouldn't go long now. I would only go long on pullbacks, but boy, I would definitely be looking for longs on pullbacks. That's the thing. So definitely $45 for Tesla. That sounds about right, actually. And you? Let's see. Let's see. The pound dollar. We did that. Let me see if there's any requests on Discord before I move on. Sometimes I forget to check Discord. Doesn't look like anybody's. Nobody put any requests on Discord. So So, like I said, I definitely want to start doing these live streams twice a week again, especially now that I got my internet issue resolved. I was dealing with that internet problem for actually a couple of months, and my live streams were really, really, really laggy for quite a while. So now that I got my drivers updated and I know how to update them properly now, unfortunately, I wasn't getting the correct updates because I was getting updates from Europe, and my computer Windows was installed in the US, and that was giving me the incorrect updates for my network driver. And so that was what was causing my issues. It wasn't even my internet. So now that's all figured out. My internet is back to 1 gig download and 400 megabytes upload, so it's extremely fast. No zero dropped frames. So I'm definitely going to be doing these live streams twice a week. And like I said, I'm probably going to start doing them on next Monday is a bank holiday, so next Monday we won't probably do it. But most of the time it's going to be on Mondays and on Fridays now. I think it'll be a really good way to start the week, and it'll be a really good way to end the week. I think is to do these meetings. So like I said, really the whole purpose of these live streams is so that people can do requests. So if anybody does have any last minute requests, definitely throw them in there. I'll be more than happy to look at basically anything. If you have not joined my Discord channel, which by the looks of it, most of you have, I got 29 votes and 83% of you guys said that you are already a member of my Discord channel. So thank you for that. If you're not a member, then definitely join. It's 100% free. You never have to pay a dime if you do not want to. It is totally 100% free to join. I would like to build a community of traders that are like-minded and willing to help each other out. The more people post on there, the better. I want people to post the charts. I want people to post their analysis. I want people to help out each other. Build a community of people traders that are willing to help each other out. That's the whole purpose of the free community. And if you want to contact me, Discord is definitely the best and fastest way to do so. And if anybody is interested in joining my membership, because I do these Zoom meetings every single day, I do a London session Zoom meeting, which is around 1 hour to 90 minutes, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And then I do a New York Zoom meeting, which is closer to 90 minutes. And if there's news, it's sometimes 2 hours or more. And that is a New York session starting at 1 p.m. UK time. The morning one is at 8 a.m. UK time. Every Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday for New York. Every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday for London. And I do share all my swing trades with the group at the time of entry. I can show you again real quick. This is my Discord channel. All these members chats right here are for the members only. Oh yeah, the Volvo. Okay, yeah, I can look at that Volvo stock. No problem. And every single swing trade I take, or even day trade I take, I share with the group. These are the trades that I've shared with the group so far this week. I also tell people when I'm getting out because I don't really necessarily use take profits. And I also do live stream on Discord too. And you can see I got a few people watching right now on Discord. So definitely join the community. Definitely help each other out. If you would like to join the membership, it is fxpipcollector.com. Yeah, it's a monthly membership, but you can cancel at any time. Comes with a trading course. And yeah, let me see. Let's check out Volvo. I don't know if I've ever looked at Volvo before, but I'm definitely willing to look. Oh, okay, yeah, I see you, Speedo. Sorry about that, buddy. I see you now. Hopefully you are watching. Volvo B. Let me take a look at that. I've never looked at it before. I know Volvo's good rigs. I know a few people. A guy I used to work with had a Volvo with 300 over 300,000 miles on it, and the thing he'd still drive 2 hours to work on that thing, no problem. So let's see. Let's see. Volvo B right there. Let's do I have to do underscore like you did to get the one you were looking at? Maybe underscore B right there. Let's see what it looks like. I'll put it up here with my other stocks. See what we got. Definitely still an uptrend on the higher time frames. That's for sure. Ah, we already looked at the pound Aussie. I'm long the pound Aussie. Holding. That's for sure. Definitely an uptrend on the monthly. Weekly time frame. What do I see? Higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. Definitely an uptrend on the weekly. 100%. Daily time frame. That's where you gotta throw your Fibonacci retracement on there. Like so. Let's do the other one because that's a little better, I think. Here we go. Yeah, my target on the pound Aussie. I'll just show you the chart real quick since you asked. Then we'll get back to Volvo. I'm long. I've been long since last week, and my target is up here, right around someplace in between the 1.9670 and 1.9755. I think it's an expanded flat ABC correction to a bigger correction on the to a wave B. Like this is a wave C, and then it's going to go down like a wave B. So I'm holding. I plan on holding for a while, potentially 3 weeks, maybe more. So now we got our Fibonacci retracement. Until this thing closes well below the 78%, this is an uptrend all day long in my book. Yeah, with stocks, it's kind of hard to tell whether that's a wave A or what it is we're looking at. I would kind of expect this move up to be a wave B. Yeah, no problem, buddy. Oh, anytime. Make sure you stop in for these live streams. I would expect to see something like this on Volvo. Maybe it could even go down to 78, but honestly, it definitely did break structure. It possibly could just keep on trending from here. But I would expect to see a wave C. Because to me, this, even though it's a big gap and it's hard to really tell, I mean, it's definitely lower lows, lower highs. I would think that that would be a trend for wave A. That is 5 waves right there, so that should be a wave A also. Yeah, I bet this is a wave B. I bet it's going to go up like a wave C, A, B, C, a B, then probably down again for a wave C. Back down to the 61, 78, maybe 254, 268. Break up structure, continue the uptrend. Definitely seems pretty likely. Like I was saying, we definitely in an upswing. Oh, nice. Got a couple new members. Thank you for joining the team. The more the merrier. Like I said, join up, share your analysis, share your trade ideas, ask questions. There's a lot of really good traders in the group, and a lot of them are really willing to help each other out. And if you have questions, you can always go at FX Pip Collector at FX Pip Collector on my Discord channel like this. You go at FX Pip. Oh, whoop! I gotta, and then you make sure it's not the bot. The bot is my bot, but this guy right here is me. So you do that, and then ask a question, and I'll get a notification on my cell phone. And most of the time, I'm pretty quick to respond. And like I said, it's 100% free to join. I'm on the computer usually between 6:30 and 5:30 every single day, or every single weekday, that is. Maybe not. I'm not on the computer the whole time, but I'm definitely in the house, and I usually check my charts, once every hour at minimum. So let's see. So yeah, I would be expecting uh this. Yeah, definitely. Thanks. It's 100% free. The more the merrier. It's been a little bit slow in the chats lately. I think it possibly because I haven't been live streaming because I've been having internet issues for the last 2 months. But now I got my drivers updated. I got my internet issues resolved. I'm going to be live streaming twice a week. I also do Zoom meetings every single day for my premium members, but I'll be live streaming twice a week for everybody for free, where I take requests. And it looks like most people have already joined. 37 people voted, and 78% of people, uh, 78% of people have already joined. No, no problem. Cent for gents. That's a funny name. Cent for gents. I like that. That's cool. Nice. Let's see. Let's check the US dollar one more time and see if anything's happening. Probably not a lot with that meeting minutes tomorrow. I don't really expect a lot to happen. Tell you the truth, I'm still long on the euro dollar. I kind of hope this goes down and makes a wave five, at least makes a wave five. That's what I'm still hoping for. I was long the Aussie dollar. I saw the dollar CAD before the news came out, and I was also long the euro dollar twice today, and I was long the Aussie dollar, and I was short the US dollar CAD. Every single one of those trades I said with my numbers at the time of entry. Um, the Aussie dollar turned down pretty strong, so we ended up getting out, but it wasn't definitely not that profitable. I got in like right there, I got out like right there, so definitely not that great, but it was definitely profitable. Euro dollar trade, it was a little bit negative. I got in right there and I got out right there, pretty much the same price. So very, very, very slow. Like I said, I'm not a scalper, so I'm never going to be on the sort of time frames. Aussie dollar was a pretty profitable trade. Dollar CAD, I was able to get risk free on the trade, so I definitely made a little money, not a lot, but some. I got in there, and as soon as I got my 1-to-1 risk to reward ratio, I was risk free. So definitely not a horrible trade. This is another trade that I definitely shared with the group. The Aussie CAD was one of my best trades of the day, and the Euro Pound short was definitely an amazing trade yesterday. So definitely, yeah, definitely. Trading is I'm definitely full time with my trading. I have one oh hey Danielle, nice to see you. Yeah, definitely. I have been full time since 2019ish, but I've been trading since 2009. I had a really, really, really good job. I worked with a union for 17 years, so I had a really hard time quitting my job because I had a pension, I had an annuity, I had everything. But at some point, you just gotta go for it. Just quit your job. But before I quit my job, I had one rental property that I tell you the truth, I inherited it, but then I fixed it up with money from trading. I put $34,000 into renovating it. And then I have a second rental property that I bought 100% with trading money, and there's no mortgage on it at all. I own both properties with no mortgage. And I'm from the US and I live in Europe. So, yeah, trading has definitely been pretty good for me over the years, definitely. So, anyways, I'm going to be doing these live streams twice a week. Most of the time, it's going to be on Monday and on Friday. And yeah, send for tents. If you ever want to contact me, do it on Discord. That's the best way to contact me. I'm usually available at least between 6:30 and 7. Oh, nice, South Africa. We have a few people in the group, I think, from South Africa. Or at least we've had a few people. I definitely know that. Yeah, definitely. Best place to contact me is on Discord, so definitely make sure you join my free community. Definitely share your thoughts, share your trade ideas, interact with other people, ask questions, help out people. You know, one hand feeds another. One thing I've definitely learned over the last 2 years of doing a YouTube channel is the more I help people with with their trading, the better I do with my trading. So yeah, the Aussie dollar is another one I went long on. I still think it potentially is going to go up. I'm not in it anymore because I thought it was going to turn down, but I actually think the Aussie is pretty clearly 5 ways down. And I think this is pretty clearly 5 ways down. That's one, two, three. I still think it needs to go up a little more. I still think it should at least go up to there. So definitely still bullish until proven otherwise on the higher time frames. That's for sure. So, anyways, I will definitely be on my next live stream this week is on Friday at 3 o'clock UK time, 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So until then, I hope everybody has a great week. I hope everybody has a very, very profitable week. And as always, thank you and happy trading to everyone.